Yo, what's going on, guys? Hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day wherever you are, as always. So today we're going to be taking a look at should you copy the investments of the world's richest people. And I'm going to be straight up with you, right? The answer is no. So in my opinion, you should copy principles and not their actual investments, right? So I'm going to take a run through why you shouldn't copy their actual investments, right? Because a lot of people are like, oh, Warren Buffett is rich, so I should copy their actual investments, right? But we all know that in investing, we all have very different goals. So some people might have a higher risk tolerance, all that, right? But the main things I'm going to be going through in this video for why you shouldn't copy the rich is because, yeah, circumstances are different. If you have $10,000, you don't want to be investing like Buffett, right? You don't want to be like investing in, you know, Apple and all that, because here's the reason. Not that Apple is a bad investment, or I'm pointing out any investments and saying it's bad, but this is the reason, right? So look at Apple, 2.2 trillion market cap. So to 10 times your money, basically Apple would have to sell like half the GDP of the US in phones and laptops and all that. And that's just, quite frankly, not going to happen, right? Half the GDP, just think about it, right? So we're going to take a look at the richest people on the planet. And okay, so Warren Buffett, we all know Berkshire Hathaway is here. So 533 billion. Yeah. Then Elon Musk. So Tesla is here. And Bernard Arnault. So his company is actually not shown here, and I couldn't find it on any other list, but Bernard Arnault is one of the richest people on the planet, maybe even the richest right now, and his wealth is 50% of he owns almost 50% of LVMH, right? So LVMH stock US. Sorry, is it on the Nasdaq? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, look. So no, this is the euro one, so whatever, it's in euros, but it's not showing on the YouTube thing, right? But my point is, so Warren and Elon Musk, so they have like smaller stakes compared to Bernard Arnault, right? So that's why you can't see it here. So maybe if you want to invest with the rich, yeah, LVMH would be your choice because they have a smaller market cap, right? So is it feasible for them to become a 3 trillion company, okay, maybe 4 trillion company in the next 20 years? Yeah, it's possible. So there is a chance you can 10x your money, right? But if you're trying to invest in Tesla, so 7 trillion, yeah, that's quite crazy, right? Even this example, maybe they can only 5x, you know? And the reason is the more money you get, right? The more money you have, is harder to grow it, right? Let's say you have 100,000, so you invest it into a sandwich shop. So you can easily make, 20,000, and then you go apply for another loan, and now you have 2 sandwich shops, and you know, you just doubled your wealth, right? But if you invest like 100,000 into Apple, you need it to go to 4 trillion, right? 4.4 trillion, and that's not happening anytime soon, I would tell you that much. So the third is the rich have different goals, right? As I mentioned here. So investing, all our goals are different, right? So that's why some people might take more aggressive stances on investing. So people that have little to no money to invest, maybe they decide to be very aggressive, and they might, you know, speculate on whatever it is, penny stocks or whatever it is. I'm not encouraging anyone to do that, because that's I would say almost everyone that does that loses money. So yeah, take it for what it is, right? So next is diminishing returns, which is also the main point of this video, is just to highlight like why you shouldn't copy their investments, right? But you should copy their principles, right? Because their principles are the ones that get them there, right? So diminishing returns. So if you want to double your money with, let's say, Tesla, okay? So it has to go to 1.4 trillion. Is it reasonable? Yes, definitely. But it is more reasonable for a 100 million company to double to 200 million. So it's easier that way, right? And you still, no matter what it is, you still double your money, right? So we're gonna look at the math, and basically, this is Warren Buffett's performance, 22.3% over 36 years. So we just take a look at it. So 10,000 invested would be 14 million, right? Yeah, that's very impressive. So if you want to replicate the same performance, can you do it with one of these huge companies? My bet is no, right? So you have to turn what, let's say Johnson & Johnson, right? So you have to turn, let's say, what's 14 million divided by 10,000? So give me a second. So 14 million divided by 10,000. So you have to 1,400 times the amount of money, right? So it's what, 416? So basically it would have to be, I think it'll have to be what, 50? How much is this? Wait, sorry, 1,400. I don't know how to read that number, but it's absolutely massive, right? So even for this to go 10x, so it would have to be 4 trillion market cap. Just like absolutely no way of that happening quickly, right? So we do know that investing we have to do two things: get as much upside as possible with as low risk as possible, right? So if you're hopping into this hoping you can, very apparent with Tesla stockholders, maybe they're not that well educated on it. So I'm not saying Tesla shareholders are not well educated, but some people that just look at the news and the media and hop onto it, right? And there's like Cathy Wood saying it will go to 4 trillion. There's like people saying it will go to 5 trillion. People saying it will go to 3.5 trillion next year or something, right? So, and YouTube also feeds into this, right? So it's not very realistic, I would say. So my conclusion is that, as I said, right, the answer is definitely no. Don't copy their investments, but copy their principles, right? Because these principles are the ones that can be replicated, right? So again, the easy example, you can easily turn 100k into 200k, but it's much harder to turn 100 billion into 200 billion, right? So yeah, because this is just one sandwich shop turning into 2 sandwich shops. This maybe it has to be like let's say, I don't know, let's say each sandwich shop is 100,000, then it'll be like 100,000 per shop, so 1 million for 10 shops, 10 million for I'm so tired, can't do the math right now. Wait, 100,000 for one sandwich shop, so 1 million for 10 sandwich shops. 100 sandwich shops is 10 million. 100 million is what, 1,000 sandwich shops, so 10,000 sandwich shops for 1 billion. You'd have to have all the sandwich shops on the bloody planet to do this, right? So yeah, that's my main point, right? So excuse my slow math today. I'm not feeling that well. I'm actually a bit sweating and I'm a bit tired. So yeah, take it for what it is, right? But I still wanted to push this video. So yeah, as always, right? So if you enjoyed, hope you guys understand my explanation, right? So I know this explanation may be a bit choppy or whatever it is, but if you enjoyed, help me smash up the like button, subscribe, hit the bell button, share with friends and family. Maybe you have an uncle that always says, I invest in Apple so I can 10x my money. So maybe share it with him, right? So with that being said, hope you guys have a fantastic day ahead and peace out.